So this really zooms out to a big picture, but says, what's the public interest? It is kind of a broad topic, and the public has many interests, right? What I want to highlight here, though, is consistently what is the greatest public interest of the people of California for a long, long time now. When asked in surveys of various types, the top issue to the people of to the public of California is the cost of living crisis. It cuts across every issue in the state. It's top of mind and always cited at the top concerns in California. So, as stated, there's no discussion at all of what, or projection of what the water rate impacts of the Delta Conveyance Project would be. This despite it being the top of line public interest issue in the state, and the fact that there's extreme cost of living adjusted poverty rates in the service area of this project. Map on the right shows poverty rates adjusted by the cost of living, and you can see some of the highest rates are down there on the South Coast and in the Metropolitan Water District service area. Same people would be asked to bear the vast majority of the cost of this multi-billion-dollar project. The highest poverty counties, or among the highest poverty counties in a state that leads the nation in poverty when adjusted for the cost of living. This is before taking on the cost of building the Delta Conveyance Project. The next slide looks, we're looking to the future. I was listening to the previous testimony, lots of talk about climate change and conditions in the future. Well, we also need to think about social and demographic conditions in the future and our best knowledge of where those are heading. In the state of California, the Department of Finance Demographic Research Unit, they produce the official population projections for the state of California. It's a very professional operation and is used as a standard in most planning activities in the state. So if we look at the current population, which is tied directly to water demand, we see that in the past 5 years, the state population hasn't grown at all. And looking forward, all the way out to 2070, the DOF is projecting statewide a total increase of 1.8 million from 2020 to 2070. Now, it's worth noting that the 5 Delta counties that are around $4 million in population today are projected to increase 1.7 million over this period. That means the California Department of Finance is saying that the 5 Delta counties that are protesting this project because of its impact on their environment and water supplies and community and recreation, those 5 Delta counties are estimated by the state of California to account for 84% of the total state population increase between now and 2070. If you look at the documentation for it, what's underlying it? First of all, it projects that the metropolitan service region grows by 5.6 million people by the time the Delta Conveyance facility starts operating in 2045. So if I compare that to the growth forecast that the Department of Finance has for those counties, that's 15 times higher than what the primary forecast for the state of California is projecting. For region, it's not growing. They're projecting 5.6 million new people, which is several multiples over the projection for the entire state of California. Not only that, it assumes that they'll have no problem building all the housing and construction needed to satisfy both those 5.6 million people, but it also includes additional housing units to completely alleviate the housing shortage that exists currently in Southern California. That's what's underlying this huge, huge number. And you shouldn't believe this assessment at all. There's no effort to show that that's robust to any other sort of demand forecast. And that's